Hello, this is Dr. Renata Teresa Tadashi. Now I would like to start a topic of how we train persons in defense of others. This is to undo psychological programming done by police academies as well as military academies across USA that promotes an impression that life is a computer game similar to Mortal Kombat, and that the job consists of starting from training, sparing life by taking life away, and life is lost for good. There is nothing that can repair damage done to a lost life, lost limb or hand. Therefore, during such trainings, it is not possible to train that person as if we were living in a virtual reality and promote a belief that eternal life means life after death. That is a distorted teaching of a religious kind, which is in contradiction to the truth, and that the distortion promotes a deluded pursuit of sparing the good and seeking for badness in persons to be able to justify self in killing or harming. That is against also humanism and comes from a mistake that humane means to have someone in own and society's failure combined, have that person killed in impotence, to have no solution to ongoing pain. That is not what humane means. Humane at its best means to save life and spare from suffering at expense of none, no human or animal, nor sentient and a non-sentient being, as a scope of a humanist at work, was or can be harmed, and that is quite a skill, requiring diligent practice and proper mind programming that a police officer, be it male or female of any age and race, in USA in particular, which is a country of persons who are persons being protected from forced marriages, from cultural schematics that were forced on them against their own will and managed to live and have them here safe and free, which was a spirit of the Constitution and Father Founders. As lucky as I am to be here, I also feel like I am unfortunate to be unable to use police force to benefit self, and being white female right now, it seems that calling police to assist in being safe or asking, for instance, a person to complete what was promised in a given contract, leave alone a single woman as I am when I am eating, from the moment of starting saying, please could you stop insisting on joining me, for instance, that seems to be perpetuated when police arrives with having a person, especially single female like I, stripped of all money and based on the need on or urge to downgrade first or person that belong to same group, so I'm a physician and white female, at expense of my reputation, intend to humiliate, to promote self, and we cannot produce respect or justice by causing harm to persons that we consider superiors or admired ones, because that leads to paradoxes in which a good person ends up in jail, and then it is not possible to treat that as punishment or protect self, because a person who has killed in series is the same as a physician who, like I, spent life risking life and well-being and devoting own personal life and all I had to save life and promote safety. And that is unfair. And that is also why, as a white person, I have also right to use police force and to use defense for self as an individual, to be able to use services such as public places, be able to rent apartment, be able to expect a contract, be able to use legal services, be able to file complaint and file also a praise if a person, be it black or white, is worthy doing a good job without being accused of or harassed because that person is in praises, being envied, and or that I am supposed to, based on praises, provide the same for persons who are worse or mediocre because that seems as an unfair competition, or even worse, in lacking interest I am supposed to pursue romantically or have my work compromised because I placed an objective good review. That is not okay to do. And hence that video. This video is meant to restore the proper programming. In God we trust, it is true. However, in God we trust, it does not mean we sit and wait, ignoring all the rest, for death to arrive or for all the others arranging it based on faith. That is not what a police work consists of. Also, God cannot save from bullets and wishful thinking that one can possess out of a sudden, being lucky once or twice, special skill of a Buddhist monk or non, and become impermanent to bullets, also does not provide such safety as it is expected from a person given faith and given power of the state to represent federal government locally and defend persons. That is, to start with, to understand the Jesus' teaching used as police slogan across USA means Jesus survived being crucified and has, just like you, I, and everybody else, potential to live forever biologically, meaning in even DNA that has aging and death and other accidents, there is such thing as epigenetics, which means changing the environment to be able to regenerate and to be able to thrive, and there is no expiration date. Deaths in the past are, for all of us, regretful and personal failure. However, these past events cannot be assumed as a norm. No one has programmed death unless one is treated like a chicken, which is similar to death row, and has that ongoing machine of killing similar to a McDonald's that ordered a hamburger. That is not acceptable for any sort of things that are alive, humans or animals, and leads to desensitization and perception that it is a joke, that after death, that true life or life forever, it is within the body. There is no separation. Source of energy, ATP or soul, or that electromagnetic field that is examined and visible in some devices, called by some soul, by some mind also, is a source derived from form, body. It can extend, it can expand, but this form is one and source of it, and therefore eternal life, I am eternal life, Jesus said, meant I am alive, and there's no reason known to humanity that I would stop because I am not a computer just like everybody else. And they say whoever follows me will do the same, meaning whoever has the same rules that are, if I do not kill, nor even the smallest one, nor others, they and I have the same chance to live forever. Because survival in a society that thinks that way, that places no other being of color, of different gender, different nationality, or different age, or different marital status, different number of children, different work, you name it, that is not okay to train a person to target with mental state of an enemy at a range, shooting quickly to a chest of a person that is like a child, that is convinced that a person will stand up and run around, and we are not zombies. There is no rewind button in real life. The same is with extremities. Self-defense also, and defense of others, consists of failures if a person's body has been damaged, injured, or in any way touched, especially for police or especially for federal agent or military. So do not train persons to have an urge to seek emotions, to have an excuse to kill. Shooting range is a programming. Shooting at the chest is a programming that says it is okay to kill. And person lacks precision, lacks definition of movements, lacks capacity to gradually increase the amount of intimidation back so that the other one is not doing harm or does not have an impression that it is okay to kill before first injuries are inflicted. In hostage situation, when there's a person that is being harmed, it means do ask first, stop what you are doing, do not harm me. What does it mean? Do not have the weapon that you have used to kill or inflict injuries. And if person, for instance, is cooking or doing something else, that person has to be asked, do you plan on harming me or may I come in? Because right now there is hatred in the air and I have weapons superior to yours. And so you may be scared and I don't want you to feel that way. Optionally, it is okay also to ask, may I deposit a weapon entering a public place and have peace and quiet and have lunch or pray? So that persons are not afraid and not cornering away to have like a predator person sitting who, as if Mortal Kombat shoots at a dummy of a human. And then expects everybody to find that the joy from having a person intimidated by a group, one person intimidated by a group, is group playing a victim to hurt one person, afraid of that person. And that's called group psychosis and is treatable by exposure. And killing a person, one person, is not the defense. This is being cruel, horrifying assassin.